my understanding of astrology is that it's like this giant app that the source of all has given us and has been used for over 3,000 years. It's only when the powers that be came in and made it wrong that it changed and subsided the belief in astrology. But it also had to change. It had to change because the way that we lived 500 years ago, or even 50 years ago, is no longer the way that we live now with the things that we have, like the internet and power and so forth. So astrology had to update. And I think that's where and why it became something that had to be unknown for a while. But now that we're coming into this transition, this ascension period, astrology is so beneficial. It's such a key factor in humanity's growth right now. So what astrology does for you is helps you understand yourself. It's not about forecasting the future. It's about, or what I want to teach or what I want to share with you is how you can help yourself, how you can learn about yourself and understand yourself and give yourself a break. Not only yourself, but others as well. And you'll begin to learn how other people are players in your life, actors in your life, that they've chosen with their greatest love for you, they have chosen to be the catalyst in your life. If you think about that, that's pretty big. For someone to love you so much to say, hey, okay, you've chosen to learn about power play and relationships in this life coming for you. So I'll be the person that is overpowering, and I'll be the one that really pushes your buttons for you. Knowing that at the end of our time on this planet, we go back to being spirit with unconditional love. And it's unconditional love that allows that person or gives that person the strength to say, hey, I'll be your button pusher. I'll be the one that gives you a hard time. Because I love you so much, I'm going to do that for you so you grow. So I will give you the opportunity by giving you a hard time to grow into self-love, to grow, to become more authentic and empowered. To me, that's pretty big. That's a big task for that person when they love you so much. But when we come into this life, we come in with this veil of forgetfulness. So when we're on the other side, in the other dimension, prior to coming into this life, we know it all. We know where we've been, what we've done. We know unconditional love. We know without a doubt that we are a part of the source of all. We know that we are beings of love. And so to to volunteer to be a catalyst in the life of the person that you love so much is a massive undertaking. And when we get here, we forget that we are beings of love. We forget, for some reason on this planet, we forget that we are a part of the source of all and that we are unconditional love. And so we live this life of learning. If you follow or have read Dolores Cannon's books, she states in there, after speaking with a person's higher self, that this is an experiment to see how we deal with free will. And it is our free will not to accept the energy of the person that is pushing our buttons. And it's given us the opportunity to express ourselves in a way that we want to in that moment. And this is the source of all experiencing itself through our free will. I know it's pretty intense and maybe hard to understand. So if you can read Dolores Cannon's books or Conversations with God, book 1 mainly, by Neil Donald Walsh. He channeled a conversation with God, and whether you want to believe that or not, but for me it resonates 100%. And it has used, or I have used that information throughout my life, and it has brought me to where I am today, basically. All of those books, plus my downloads that I get from my higher self and my guides. We are here to come back to unconditional love of the self. And I know that sounds strange because we feel like we are here to serve other people or to just have joy and and be happy. Well, yes, you can have those things too, but you have to, or you can, understand the lesson of life is to come back to unconditional love, because that is the energy of the source of all. Unconditional love, self-responsibility, self-sufficiency, all those things about the self which we've been taught not to think about and not to do. And that is the system that is breaking down at the moment, because more people are becoming aware of themselves and the programming that has taught us to be something other than who we truly are. And that's what all of this chaos is about, is breaking down that system and giving you the opportunity to be free. To be free. Free to love, free to be, free to learn and grow away from the distractions and the programming, the conditioning of thousands of years. It's a huge undertaking. This is not a a small shift that we're going through. This is quite incredible. And so if you're going through a hard time and unsure why or how to deal with it, if you can think about it as being this is part of your shift in consciousness, your transcendence and transformation from the conditioning and programming. So it's a lot of letting go. It's an overhaul of your life. It's a reevaluation of your entire way of living. And if you are one that doesn't like change, then that's going to be challenging. But I'm hoping that if you know that this is for your highest and best, that this is going to open doors for you to go to a higher and a more happier way of living, even though you might think, oh, I love my takeaways and my shopping and so forth. You can still have those things, but on a different level, a different aspect, because once you start to love yourself more, you'll find that you don't need those things, because you've been programmed to believe that you need those things to make you happy. They're distractions from who you really are, but you have no idea the power that you actually have, the ability to create your own reality in a more loving way, to be happier, to be in joy and harmony. It's a whole new teaching. And I'd like to say that it's going to be baby steps, but it's not. We're going to be going in big leaps because of the outer planets and how they're playing out. Whew, big time. So we're going to have to learn very quickly how to love ourselves and how to be responsible for ourselves. And I've found for myself, because even the awakened are going through their awakening, their next level of awakening. And it doesn't mean that they're better than you or me. No one is better than anybody else. We can't do this shift all at the same time. We have to do it in increments. So a group of people will do it to begin with, so they'll become the way showers and help you how to do it. And then those people that they help how to do it will help the next wave of people that are coming through this. If we all did it at the same time, oh my God, it would be one big shit fight. It would be really, really messy. And it's messy now. So imagine if we all did it at the same time. The universe always knows the best way to do things. So I trust this. And I hope you can too. Because the universe is always helping us, assisting us, supporting us to go higher, to go to that self-unconditional love. That's what it's all about. I know you might think that's egotistical, but it's not. Because unconditional love is the energy of the source of all. And you can't unconditionally love other people unless you unconditionally love yourself. It's just not possible to have unconditional love for other people, things, events, situations, unless you love yourself. It's just not possible. So to begin unconditional love for yourself, it's letting go of judgment and just accepting yourself as you are. And that's it. Accept all parts of yourself. That's what unconditional love is. It's not conditional love, whereas like, yeah, well, I'll love myself if I don't do this and I don't do that. And oh my God, I said that. And oh, so gosh, I'm bad. That's not unconditional love. That's conditional love. Accept yourself as you are here today and just watch the changes within you, how that unfolds. Every moment of every day you have to, or you don't have to, practice accepting yourself. Because when you bring in judgment, you stop your learning. You stop your growth. So when you are aware of something that you are not happy with within yourself, and you go, oh, look, there it is. I see. Yep. Okay. So why did I do that? Because I felt triggered. And what was being triggered in me? I felt rejected. Okay. All right. So I felt rejected. What part of me felt rejected? My intelligence. Okay. All right. Got that. Do I need to be the most intelligent person on earth? And aren't we all learning all the time? Yep. Okay. All right. I can let that go. I would like to deal with that better next time. Okay. So next time we will have another opportunity to experience that. And let's see how we go. And also, let's think about how we would like to deal with that. How would we like to respond to that? And let's see if we can do that. Every experience that you have is an opportunity to learn and grow. And then the experiences that you have is an opportunity to practice what you've learnt, to refine it, and to feel good about your growth. So much. But if we keep it simple, we've got this. Okay. So much love to you. Keep going, keep growing. You've got this. We've got this. This is a bloody amazing time to be here. You've come here for a reason, to experience this. So make the most of it. Okay, talk soon. Bye for now.